Did you know that the global economy continues to be in recession, with approximately 71 million people unemployed, and that this number will continue to rise given the continued COVID-19 impact? Did you know that 10 million jobs were lost in the US within the first 2 weeks of lockdown? Did you know that South Africa lost 3 million jobs in the first 3 months of lockdown? That's over 33,000 jobs a day. And over 16 million people are earning less than 3,500 per month. In the same period, the number of middle class dropped by a startling 44%. These statistics are quite telling. They are startling and require fast-paced action to curb the drastic growth in poverty. They are an indication that the world has moved, that job security is a thing of the past, that an era where reliance on one source of income was the norm is no longer an option, and that job security is a fallacy. South Africa is among the highest in unemployment at over 30%, of which 56% is young people without jobs. That's quite worrisome. It tells of a future of a young population with no options, with no hope, and with no ability to make a living. In the current economic climate, the need for multiple streams of income is more important than it's ever been before. Gone are the days of reliance on one source of income. Gone are the days of job security and a guaranteed paycheck. What are you going to do differently to ensure your financial freedom? I dare you to look at alternative options. Here's to taking control of your financial future. Here's to financial freedom. Here's to building a legacy that future generations can inherit. Here's to generational wealth. Here's to you, because you are worth it.
Yo, Mr. Lerato Sinelo, what's up?
Mr. Matuna kunjani?
I'm fighting ngiyaphila mfethu. I see you're wearing very nice things there. How's Mauritius?
My brother. Hayi, ngathi ngahlala la. I wish I could just stay for the rest of my life.
There?
Free food, free alcohol, akumnandi jakhethi la. I don't know if I want to get married here or not, but this is the life.
You're enjoying.
And you, how's Joburg? How's Joburg, my brother? You're 2 hours behind.
Yeah. We're 2 hours behind, but I mean, it's very nice. It's the way you left it. Not much has changed. We're still dealing with load shedding and all of those things. Not really a lot of things have changed, but I'm looking forward to all of this, these things that we're going to be doing. And I know we have planned a lot of things for the people who are, going to be participating in this training. But before we start, I just want us to imagine we went out to a training session somewhere, and whenever you meet with people in training sessions, the first thing that we do is introduce each other, tell each other about ourselves, just so that we get perspective who is in the room. So Lerato, maybe let's start with you, and then we'll come to me, and then to everybody who's watching, please introduce yourself, do the same thing, but do it in the chats, in the comments, please. Yeah, Lerato, over to you.
You're putting me in the spot, my brother. But my name is Lerato Sinelo. I'm originally from Joburg. I live in Joburg. And I'm very passionate about what we are doing here. I've been in sales and marketing my whole life. Briefly, my history is Nangbo, and I don't know if you can see me properly with the lighting. I'm black. I'm very much overweight. Over and above that, I was the very, very first black kid in my primary school, 1988. I was the only black kid in that school with my younger brother. He was in nursery, I was in grade 1. I remember when my parents were called in to be told that they must not speak with me anything but English. So all I had for the very longest time, they were only talking to me in English. That was great until I got to standard 6. Standard 6, it was after the elections, which means everyone could go to any school that they wanted to go to. Now, all of a sudden, from being the only black kid and being surrounded by all of these white people, my white friends could now see color. My white friends could now see that, hey man, Lerato is actually a black person. There's more people like Lerato out there. And they started now to say, I need to go hang out with people that are like me. These friends that I grew up with, my best friends that were my best friends in primary school, now all of a sudden were telling me to hang out with people that look like me. And I tried that. But now in Kenya, what was the problem? My problem was, mangihleli nabantu abamnyama, and I was speaking my twanging English. Angazi ukukhuluma isiZulu, akhona ukubuka Sesotho, I know nothing. Now they were also telling me to go hang out with who? To go hang out with the white people because I was white. So imagine what that did to me psychologically. I was hit by deep, deep, deep depression. At that age, at that time in my life, I did not know what the depression was. But there was times I would just write on desks how I just want to leave school, how I just want to get money and just leave the schooling system because it was not great for me. Matric came. Let me tell you a story about my matric. My matric, I remember I had to do my last English speech. Now imagine getting up and standing in front of the people that are teasing you left, right, and center, having to make a speech to them. I literally stood up for a minute. The speech was supposed to be a minute. I stood up for that full minute, shaking, not knowing what to say, until my English teacher told me to go and sit down. After that lesson, my teacher told me that I must never, ever, ever stand in front of people again. That killed me psychologically. I just made it through matric. Just made it through matric. Then my parents said I must go fix my results and then go to university. But in my mind, what went through my mind is that I'm going to have to go through the same trauma of talking to people, of being teased. I said, nope, I am not doing that thing. I asked my parents to take a gap year, meaning I just wanted to think and analyze what it is that I wanted to do with my life. But then I got into reading. And if you know Rich Dad Poor Dad, if you haven't read that book, please read that book. What I knew is that I wanted to be rich. What I knew is that I wanted to make a lot of money. And in that book, these words still stick out to me. It said, if you want to be a businessman, you've got to learn how to sell. If you want to make money, you can have all the skills in the world. But if you can't sell your idea, if you can't sell your business to other people, you'll never make money. And that's when I decided to go out on this sales journey. Now imagine this shy boy that knows nothing, that is afraid of people. My hatred for people was actually a 10 out of 10. I didn't like any people. Going out there and challenging myself to do something that is forcing me to talk to people each and every day. I went and I worked at Afpop. I always say that I was blessed like never before because imagine for 7 or 8 months, you're waking up every morning, and as if you know Afpop, meaning I have to catch a taxi every single day. I have to eat something. But for 7 months, I was making no money. But my parents never questioned me with why I'm 17. My parents never asked me to say, don't go to work because I see they supported me. Till this day, I don't know why they were supporting me. But then this man came, the top seller of Afro. And I think this is very important because what we are going to provide for you through this training is exactly what I think I got through this guy, Afro. Because through this man, from making 0 cents for 7 months, through his training, through his mentorship, in 3 months, I was number 3 top selling Afro. Now imagine a 21-year-old making plus minus 20 to 30,000 rands a month. And that journey led me to getting tenders. That journey led me to opening up my own business. And that journey led me to where I am today, being the second highest earner in this business that I'm currently doing today.
Yeah, man, that's a very inspirational story, Lerato. I've never heard you talk about it like that. Yeah, but for me, my name is Lungile Maduna. I'm very happy to be doing this presentation. Very happy to be meeting everybody who's going to be coming here, through this presentation, because I think one of the things that are lacking is information sharing. Some of these things that we're about to talk to you about here on this training are things that anybody can do, but very few people are really willing to share information. So I'm looking forward to, sharing what I know and learning from Lerato and learning from every person who's in this call right now and in this team, because what we're trying to build here, we're trying to build a community of people, after you've taken what we can teach and what we can share with you, after we show you our results, we're also hoping to hear what you guys are great at and work from that point to building a very strong and successful business. So 2009, it's lockdown, and we're told that if you're not essential services, you can't work. You must stay at home. And this is me. All my life I've been traveling the world. Really living my best life. But now, for the first time, I now can't leave. I now can't do anything. I must just sit at home. And it got me into a thing where I needed to think, Uti, what other things can I do? Because I believe that I'm also very capable. My mind works, even though I'm a creative, but I believe that, there's many other things and more value that I could do. Then I went into digital marketing, started learning because I wanted to understand how possible is it for me, to reach my customer without being in the sun the whole day, without trying to sell to my friends and family and all of those things, because I really didn't like the feeling that I got every time, I went to someone trying to sell them something, because I could feel sometimes the energy that they were projecting. So I then went deep and I studied digital marketing. Again, because I understood that people were living on their phones. This is where people existed. And I understood that when we do it like that, we are definitely going to, reach a lot more people, than when we do it one-on-one. Then the next choice that I needed to make was, what business? Do I sell phones? Do I sell clothes? And I thought about it. And I grew up in a house where my brother was very sick. So all my life, for when he was alive, I saw him being sick, and I saw what that did to my mother, who was young. When my dad died, my mother was 27, and I was 5. And I observed all those years, seeing, how hard it is to be in the same house with someone who's sick. I felt for my brother, I felt for my mother. Many days my mother couldn't be around. I needed to, I'd sleep alone at home because I told her as a 10, 11-year-old that no, I did not want her to take me to any house. So I was like, no, please, whenever you have to go to hospital, leave me here. Mina ngizolala, I'll sleep here, and wake up, find a way, find an alarm, to wake me up to go to school. So when I had to choose a business, I really felt drawn to looking for something that is going to help people, especially around, their health.
Someone may be listening to you say, but I don't have a sick uncle, I don't have a sick what. So I'm not passionate about what you are saying. But I want to take it from you in this point of view. If you really want to make money in anything that you do, you've got to solve a big problem.
Sure.
So look at our health industry. South Africa, how many people are dying from chronic diseases? How many people are still taking medications, but the medication is still not helping them? So you've got to understand the market that we will be providing you and the solution that we will be providing you. Because we're going to teach you something that so many people are struggling with. I've got so many people that are interacting with me that are saying that they sell us. They just want to take a perfume and put it on their WhatsApp status, and then they call themselves sellers. That is not selling. I don't know what to call it. It's advertising.
Yes.
Another thing that I think I'm going to be teaching you a lot of is the power of a lot of people doing very small things. But our very small things can make you very serious money.
Sure.
But what I wanted to talk about right now is that if you're really serious about making money, you've got to move away from selling things that are already in high demand. Wonke umuntu uyayithengisa. And solve a problem that can be a few people that are looking for them, but no one is serving that market. And that's what we are about here today.
So who's this training not for? I think it is important because sometimes we find ourselves, trying to build with everyone, but you find that, we're not really compatible. But who do you think this training is not for?
You know, for me, when the light bulb, because you've been telling me about this thing for the longest time. You were telling me, but I was not really hearing what you were saying. But when I really heard what you were saying, you know, that Bible scripture came to me that says, my people shall perish because of lack of knowledge. I don't know where it is in the Bible, but I know there's a scripture like that in the Bible.
Yeah.
And for me, it's like, for me, the people that are not here, that are not, shouldn't be here, are people that are going to be stuck in their old ways. People that believe that, you know, it's funny that we can embrace change in certain areas, but in other areas, we just don't want to embrace change. And so this training is for people, is not for people that don't want to embrace change.
Yes.
That don't believe that there's different ways of doing things. That don't believe that just like a Mercedes-Benz is changing every 5 years, there's technology that is to our advantage, that is here in our hands, that we can use. So if you are that person that says, I am fine with the way I'm selling, I am fine with the way that I'm marketing, then this training is definitely not for you.
But also this training is really not for people who are out there chasing, you know, for get rich quick schemes. You know, not that you can't get rich in this business, but it's not for people who are chasing for ipanoi, you know, something that's, you know, I can just put in a lot of money, you know, and just go do nothing and then come back in 2 weeks. And that lot of money is like you put in 80,000, now it's 1 million. This training is really not for that. Here, what we're going to be doing is sharing with you genuine tips and genuine ways of moving products. And what's great with all of this thing is that whatever that we're sharing here is something that you can go back and use in your whatever respective business that you come from. You know, it's things that you are going to go back and use them here and still get results. So, next question. Who is this training for?
Hey, manje, you see now you're talking. For me, I think this training is for someone like you and me. I've been there, you know. Someone that says, you know, I'm sick and tired of selling to my neighbors, you know, because the challenge that I have when you're selling to your neighbors, you're not really a business person. Because chances are they are supporting you because they know you. If they didn't know you, they wouldn't support you. And if that's your business model, how many people do you know? That means your business is going to die very, very quickly. So if one of those people are saying, I'm just sick and tired of selling to people that I know only. So this is for those people that are saying, hey, I'm tired of having a great product and coming across like I'm a beggar. This is the kind of training that we're going to provide. What changed from the 7 months in Mr. Bob making zero and the 3 months being one of the top sellers? The product didn't change. The company didn't change. It was me that had to change. It was an internal thing that came out to everybody. From the Rato that couldn't stand in front of his own classmates shaking to the person that I am now, wanting to stand in front of a lot of people. It's me that had to change. And it's the thing. So people that are going to be part of this thing are people that are going to say, look, I just want to make a better life for me and my family, and I'm willing to learn new ways of doing these things. Because if I was not willing to open myself to the Jacob in Afbob and learn from him, because he was the best at what he did. You are the top recruiter in a company that's got how many people? Over 1,000 people in this company. You, Lungile Maduna, the top recruiter. In a company that's got over 1,000 people, I'm the second highest paid person in the company. So that should be telling you something about who you are talking to right now. You know, I don't know you, Lungile, what you want to, who do you think this training is for?
Man, you spoke about a lot of things that I wanted to speak about. But in my view, just to jump on what you spoke about, it's for people who are ready to change or ready to develop themselves. There's a lot of things. One of the things that I saw, actually, I was reading one of my statuses I posted 5 years ago. I can't remember who it was who said these things, these words. I think it's the guy that owns Pick and Pay. You know, he said one thing in an interview I saw. He says all business is 90% guts, 10% capital investment. And I think this is where many people lose it. People think that business is just about, you know, I've been working all my life for this company. Now they gave me 5 million. So now I have 5 million. now I can get into business. And the business is not really so much about capital. Capital is a very important thing, but 90% of it is you. It's the mentality of the person. It's, you know, the development of the person. There's a video I put out recently on TikTok and it's trending. I blew it. You saw it. One of the things I talk about there is something I read in a book where they say that all the money in the world, if it was taken, you know, put in one place and then redistributed equally, given to each and every person who's in the world equally, they claim in that book that in no time the money, even though it's been given to everyone equally, in no time it's going to go back to the hands that held it before. You know, for me, this thing, you know, sat with me, and I really do believe that. And I believe the reason why that is going to happen is because the ones that have developed, you know, their mind as far as business is concerned are going to benefit, because now money is going to be sitting in the hands of the wrong people who are ready to just spend it and not use the money to make more money.
Just to add on that, my brother, one last thing for me that is the most important key to everything. You know, for me, I think the biggest aspect that we're going to teach you here, for me personally, in sales, is the power of getting out of your comfort zone. You know, because everything that we're going to teach you, if you still want to be if you are still comfortable with where you are, let me put it this way. When I decided to work at FBO, I had to literally chase my fear. I was afraid of people. I was afraid of talking to people. I was afraid of standing in front of people. But me, I'm a strong believer. I'm a very strong believer to anybody that's listening to this right now, that your biggest breakthrough is behind your biggest fear.
Sure.
So if you want to get a breakthrough in your life, you have got to chase your fear, not run away from your fear. So this is one thing that we're going to challenge you on, because we are selling here, we are marketing here, and it's a people's business. So even though we're going to be teaching you how to get a lot of people to come to you and ask you about your products or whatever you are selling, but you still have to talk to the people.
So, Lerato, what is it that our people can expect to gain from sitting through this whole training?
I think for me, the main thing that we're going to be solving, because I really believe that if you're going to be in our training, you are a serious business person. So we're going to be teaching you how to get people to come to you, how to stop being a beggar, how to stop, how to come across as a solution provider, because that's exactly what you are. Every single business person that is serious about their business is a solution provider. So we're going to teach you how to get people to come to you. But over and above that, we're going to hold your hand and teach you what to say to these people. How can you make your sales pitch even better?
Also, we are solving a lot of problems for a lot of people. One of the biggest problems that network marketers have, and people that, you know, and similar businesses, is how do you reach, you know, other people, you know, over and above the people that you currently know. How do you get them? You know, so we're solving that problem, and also we're solving another problem for a lot of people. You know, some people have invested a lot of money in network marketing, especially product-based companies, you know, and sat with a lot of stock, and they don't know, you know, now how to move the stock. You know, they're frustrated because even their upline has left them, or they're not getting attention and all of those things. So in this whole thing, we'll be showing you, you know, how we have built a system, you know, that can help you even attain, even get all of these products, you know, for the price that, you know, you get them as a member. We are saying to you, you don't have to be a member, you know, to even get these products at the price, you know, that we get them for. We will train you from beginning to end, tell you about the products, tell you about everything that you need to know first. Deal with that first. This is the game changer. Most companies and most people, their strategy is just to sign someone, and they promise to train you after. We've sat down and thought about it, and we said, no, I mean, in the corporate world, there's no corporate world that will do that. They start by training. You know, it's important that you get the training first. Then when you're good, then they hire. You understand? So we're doing the very same thing here. We're saying, let's work with you first. Come in here. Let's show you how you are going to get results. Get the results. Get the results. Sell this box, sell that one. You know, get people who are saying they want to join your team. All of the, we are working with you. We'll work with you first. And once you've mastered that, then we will, take you and put you into the actual business now, because now you're ready. You've built a market first, which is what most people don't understand. It's network marketing. So you have to build a network. You have to build some network of people, but ordinarily what people do, they come to you and they say, your network is just your 5 people or your 10 people or your phone book people. All of those people can buy from you, but it doesn't mean that these are people who are ready to do business with you. So we're going to be showing you how to use social media to get like-minded people who are ready to work, who chances are the person who's going to help you make millions right now, you have not met yet. You are only going to be meeting them through social media because of all these strategies that we are going to be teaching you.
You're raising a valid point, my brother. And I just want to put it this way. Mhlawumbe understand. Let's say you are selling armor weaves. Uhambe Joburg, you stock armor weaves. Do you think the people at the shop are going to say, no, my brother, don't buy these things yet. Let us show you how to get the customer that is going to buy this weave or that is going to buy this perfume. Who's going to turn away the money first? And that's exactly what we are saying. Because we could come to you, give you a sales pitch, to sell a product when you're selling. But we are saying, we want to show you how to get the customer first. We understand that if you are making money, then everybody in our ecosystem is going to be making money. Exactly. So we're focusing on the right foundation. We're showing you how to get the customer first. But think about that. If you're from Joburg, we are China City to your weave. Uthi ufuna ibox yama-weave. Bazokujikisa kuqala bakubuze, do you have the customers yet or what? No, these people want the money.
Yes.
You're just gonna say, here, take the boxes and leave.
Yes.
When you think can you sell them? How? None of their business. And we are saying we are changing the business model.
Yes.
We are saying, if you wanna work with us, we will show you how to get the customer first.
Yes.
And once you got the customer, then ungabuya manje to funa ama product.
Really, there's a statement that I like. It says, when you want to go fast, walk alone. But when you want to go far, walk with others. That thing is very important because as we are sharing these things, we have no problem with sales. We're selling. We have no problems with recruiting. We're recruiting. But one of the things that we're realizing is that a lot of people are staying behind. We're leaving a lot of people behind, not because they don't have the potential. They might have the potential, but maybe because we've not, designed platforms that are going to, assist them and teach them things at their own level, at their own pace. So now what we're building here, I think is just a big machine, because think about it like this. One day, when you now are also recruiting a lot of people into the business, how are we going to train them, or how are you going to train them? It is possible that you might be in this call right now and you're saying, man, I don't need this thing. I'm one of the top network marketers. I can recruit 1,000 people in 5 days. Yes, you could be right. But think about it like this. The people that you're recruiting, do they have, or do they know what you know? Do you have the time to train all of them, those 1,000 people? So here we're building a platform that is going to assist you, even if you're a top networker. This is a system that you yourself can plug into, and add value to this platform, so that we make sure that everybody who sits through this training, for now it's going to be about a month, but over and above this, as time goes on, you find that now we've got 2 months worth of content, adding value to the people who are going to be part of this team, so that we make sure that everyone that we work with knows everything that we know. And we make sure, when you work with us, you are accountable to us. If you want to get to where we are saying we're going to, we're leaving no one behind, not unless they don't want to go. But if you are here and you're saying you want to work with us, we are going to be your accountability partner. We're going to be pushing you until you decide, I don't want this business anymore. Then go, But we are looking for the ones who are saying, no, I want to get there. It's like going to the gym. We are your instructor. Even if you want to quit, we are not going to let you go until but we are going to be there. We're creating a system, but again, we're going to be pushing, everyone who's here. So we are going to be those people for you who are going to be there and saying, man, we said this is where you said this is where you want to get to. If you're not doing what you need to do today to get there, we're going to be asking you, Where are you? You said you wanted to do this thing. It's day 2. Did you watch day 2? What did you think about day 2? It's day 3. Did you do the thing that we said we're supposed to do for day 3? It's day 4. Everything that we said we're going to be doing, we're going to be pushing, because there's absolutely no way that we are going to build partnerships with people who, don't put in that. You have to. You have to, man. Otherwise, there's no way. You can just say you want to be a millionaire. You can just say but I mean, there's no way you're getting there without the commitment. And we'd rather know that you're not here than for you to be here and just be somewhere and you're like a ghost partner. We don't want ghost partners here. We want people who are ready to work.
And I think, Madura, you said something, I think it was Sammy, I don't know how long ago, we did a video about why network marketing is failing in South Africa.
Yeah.
And I think now I'm just challenging those top networkers that we're talking about. But, we're in this industry and we're seeing what's going on. Everyone is running after these get-rich schemes. It's not because they don't know that these things are bound to fail. They know that these things are bound to fail. It's because I strongly believe that they lack the knowledge of pushing something that is sustainable, something that can be generational. And we are trying to bridge a gap because we've always known that one thing that is lacking here in South Africa is how do you duplicate? How do you teach something to your downliners? How do you teach something to someone that has just entered this industry? How do you teach someone that's been doing this thing for a long time and is feeling like giving up? Because the truth of the matter, that's 90% of the people that are in this industry that we're in. And I mean, we've tested this thing out with very few people, and all of them are seeming to get the same results that we are getting. They may not be at the same level, but what we have done is we've shown someone that had 0 sales, and now within a very short time is getting sales. And we'll teach you how to get the people, how to recruit, how to do all of these things. And if this sounds appetizing and something that would interest you, then we're saying, Kerry, come to the next training. Do this training for the 20. You've got nothing to lose. We're not asking you for money. This thing is totally free. And Matuna, me and you, we always debate about giving something for free. Do people value something that is for free?
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, it's our time. I could be spending this time with my girlfriend. You could be spending this time with your wife.
Yes.
This is valuable time for us, And we're saying spend the 25 days. Spend that hour a day with us. And then if you decide to take it in, come all in.
Yes.
And I promise you, if you come all in, you will start to see these results. And your life will start to change slowly but surely.
Think about everything that we've said here today and just make a commitment. Get into this thing, get into the chats right now and have a plan. Just write in the comments what it is, what your dream is, what do you wish to achieve. Put it there so that one day when you want to quit, you'll go back to day 1, and remember your commitment. This is what you'd like to achieve. You said one day you'd like to at least earn 100,000 rands. It's about the goal that you have in your mind that you think you'd be happy if you achieved it. Someone is sitting there and they just wondering, is it even possible to earn 2,000 rands a month? If this is a short-term goal of yours, Mina, if I could just have 5,000 rands every month, put it in the comments, because this thing is going to be a thing that is going to, push you, to doing better. Once you reach some of these goals, it's going to make it even easier for you to go back to social media and tell your friends and tell your family to say, guys, I had a simple goal. I just wanted to raise, to earn an extra 2,000 rands every month, and I've hit that goal, and we'll all celebrate with you, So I think as just today's homework, please sit and think about what it is that you'd like to achieve, with this business. Yes, we're going to give you all the skills and all of those things, but, you can take a donkey to the water. You can't never make it drink, So all we're saying is that take the time, absorb everything that we've just said, and please engage with us in the comments there. Let's communicate, even if you find it's empty or it's full, come in those comments, and write this thing, because I promise you, when you write it, one day it will remind you. One day when you now have made it, when you're now earning 1 million rands a month and you're looking back at when your goal was just to get 2,000 rands a month.
All I want to say is that I'm super excited. All I want to say is that I think we found a solution that a lot of people need, and a solution that's going to change a lot of people's lives. And what I love about this thing is we don't need a lot of people to change, not to even make you that 1 million rands. You are not gonna need a lot of people to change your lives. So we want to work with people that want to work with us. You know, we're not begging you to work with us. We're not begging you to come to these trainings. We want the people that want to work with us, because we strongly believe that as much as we believe in teamwork and as well and running with the team, it's also very, very, very important that you work with the right people that think like us, people that have got dreams and aspirations. And like we said, who's this training not for? If you don't have those dreams and aspirations, then maybe this is not for you. But I just want to end this thing off by saying I'm just super excited. I can't wait for people that we're going to meet. I can't wait for the people that we're going to work with, and this journey that we're about to embark on. Thank you so much. My brother, must push, must change in.
Thank you, everybody. God bless you.